Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to use Google Cloud Vision Product Search API to implement um, your own search engine, image search engine. So Google Cloud the Vision Product Search API is a new API just published by Google to enable users to index their own image category and search against the image. So uh, so if you want to see the document, you just search Google Cloud Vision Product Search in Google search engine, and you will see the document here. We can see that this API is still in beta version, and the document contains a how-to guide, the API reference, and some sample tutorial and other resources. So the tutorial contains how to index your image and how to search your image. So in this video, we are going to give you a quick demo of how the product search API works and how to use it. So, uh, this Google API is is come out without a demo, without a front end, without a UI, but someone already written an UI for it. So today we are going to uh, just use the UI built by someone in order to try this to try this. Okay, so this is a Google Product Search UI made by Zinjigo. So it's not, and we can see that it. So today we are going to make use of this UI to have a tryout of the Google Product Search to see how it works. Okay, so so you go to github.com, Zinjigo Google Product Search simple UI. Then go this page, you will see that there is a simple README here, and so this is a simple UI interface to call the Google Plus Search API. Goes to the document, and in order to use this code, you need to install the you need to install this web by yourself. Okay. So then to use this UI, we need to start. This interface is built using Python Flask and JavaScript. So in order to do that, we set up a virtual environment in Python. For people doesn't know how to set up Python environment, I'm using you can just search on the web, or I will give out the link at the end of this video. Okay, so try this. Oh, okay. I don't have a Python environment because I'm using Mac. So probably I need to run this like this. Okay, set up an environment. So after this is done, you can see that we have a inf folder created. So this will create a inf subfolder, and then I just need to source inf bin activate to enter the Python client library. Okay, so the next command is to install the requirements. Okay, so I'm going to install the requirements. So this will install Flask and other Google other UIs, other Python labs for me. Okay, so all is done. Then I'm going to run this Python main.py. I can see that there is a main py here, which is the main entry point of this Flask app. Okay. So this command is going to start a web server on my local machine. I'm using Mac, so it will, and we can use this local machine web UI to access the Google product search API. Okay, now come out the fun part. Let's go to 127.0.01.8000. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's a neat UI. Okay, the next, in the following, we are going to use this UI to index our images to product search API and also try some search. So the first thing is to index. So in order to do that, we can see that the two endpoint beta and alpha. The public one is beta. So we're going to use the beta endpoint. And it needs to upload service account JSON file. Okay, what is this? So to use this, it requires you to provide a service account, a private key. So in order to get this key, what you need to do is to go to your Google Cloud Console. So you search for Google Cloud Console in Google, and then go to Google Cloud Console. And then here I enter my Google Cloud Console, and then I click the hamburger here, and go to I am an admission and service account. So we can see that here you can create a service account. So for example, create a service account. You can call it test service account, and provide it a role. So this service account should be able to access Google Cloud Vision API and also access your GCS bucket. So you can you can just in order to grant its permissions to do those things, you can select those privileges specifically by itself, or you just grant it the project owner solution, which is, and then finish a new private key JSON. Okay, save. Service account key created. Okay, so this is this will create a service account for me, and I can see that it downloads to my desktop. Okay, and you can do more things like create new keys, create more new keys, something like this. Okay, you just put your service account key here. Where is my service account key? Okay, so this one. Okay, and the next thing, oh, I forgot to mention, you also need to enable the Google Product Search API on your project. So API and services dashboard, and enable API and services, search for Vision, Google Vision API. Okay, and then you click enable. So why we enable Vision API? Because the product search API is part of the Vision API. So you enable the Vision API, you automatically being able to access the product search API. Okay, we enable. Okay, good. Okay, so far so good. So then product search APIs has 4 locations, and they are separated from each other. And if you choose US West one, this means your indexed image will be stored in US West location. You can choose US East, West, and Asia East and Europe West to store your images in different locations of the world. So whenever you really want to use this API, probably you want to choose some location where is closer to your users, so that the latency will be low. So that's how I design at different locations. So image data in different locations are totally separate from each other. I mean, you cannot share. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's begin to index an image. Index image from CSV. In order to do that, you just need to provide a CSV file to Product Search API. So here it tells you the CSV file format. So the CSV file should contain 1 image per line, 8 columns required. So the 8 columns is image URI, image ID, product set ID, product category, and blah, 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 blah. Some of them are optional. For example, the display name, the labels, the bounding poly are optional. but the image URI, which needs to be a GCS URI and image ID and product set ID and product ID and category should be required. So, okay, let's prepare a CSV file. So I have something to say more about this. So image URI needs to be a Google Cloud Storage image URI because this the current only format supported. So GCS, what is Google Cloud Storage? Yeah, I mean this is you can create a Google Cloud Storage in your cloud project. So let's see that. Okay, so you go to your Google Cloud Console, go to the storage, browse. Okay, here you see you can access your Google Cloud storage. Okay, so I can see that I already have a Google Cloud storage bucket. You can create more bucket and choose different location. But yeah, I'm going to use my own bucket. And I already have some images under this bucket. See, these are all images I downloaded as a test from web. And I also prepared a CSV file to index those images to product search API. Okay, where is my CSV file? CSV. Oh, should be here. Okay, I already prepared a CSV file and with some images stored in my GCS bucket. So let's take a look. Let me go to my Google Cloud GCS storage. Go to the GCS console. So search images. So the GCS file has to put in the GCS file has to put in the GCS bucket, just like all your images has to put in the GCS bucket. So this is my CSV file. Let's take a look how it look like. Okay, we can see that every line of our GCS file has 8 columns, means there are 7 commas in total. And the first is image ID. The first column is image ID. Then it's the first column is image GCS URI. Then it's image ID. Then it's product set ID, and product ID, and product category. I set to apparel. So remember this is a CSV file to be 8 columns. There are some my images has commas in its name. For example, this line, we can see that I have comma in. Oh, sorry. So I have some commas in my image name. So for those kind of things, you need to use the double quotes to cover the columns, so that make sure that it has 8 columns. So for example, this one, I have a comma in my name. So I recommend to do not put commas in your GCS image name or some other product name or something, because that will create a lot of trouble for you. And don't use special characters like spaces or something like that, which may create trouble. Okay. Anyway, so this is a CSV file. It has about 1,000 images. Let's try import the CSV file. So basically, I have to type in my CSV file's GCS address, images CSV, and then select my JSON service account. Okay, and then click import. So, oh, error success. Oh, okay, my GCS bucket name is not correct. General image storage. Okay, then let's do an import again. So during the import time, you can copy your status ID and check the status. Check the status of your operation. So we can see that it is still processing. It will take a while for the image indexing to be finished. So basically what it's doing is that the CSV file, oh, it's finished. The pipeline is going to read your CSV file line by line and then import your images to your product set. So, okay, my operation finished. We can see the state is successful. And the returned result, we can see a list of reference images. The name is the reference is the image ID. The reference image name were stored in the product search pipeline. And the URI is where the image is read from. Okay, we can see that, okay, we have so many images read. And each of this corresponding to one line. So the first we have this line, each of this corresponding to the processing of one line of the CSV file. So this response also contains the status. So let's go down. So, okay, we can see there's a statuses. So these statuses are the status of processing each line. If the line processing is success, the status is empty. So if we see no errors in the status, this means all our images are imported successfully. Okay, now we can check the status again. Check the status again. Oh, okay. It has some bugs. It doesn't work. Okay, fine. Anyway, so basically the image is imported successfully. Then now we can begin to search. Start to search images from the images we have indexed. So I have to. There's one thing to notice is that we cannot immediately search a new product that we just indexed because the pipeline takes roughly about half an hour for the index to be fully populated. I don't know how they build the pipeline, but it roughly takes half an hour for the whole index to be served to be available to search, because they need to do some processing like to maybe they need to push those kind of indexed images to RAM or something like that. So basically we need to wait for half an hour until it's ready. Okay, so let's wait for half an hour and then begin to try the searching result. Okay, so the images I imported are all indexed successfully. So right now we can try search. So we can see that you provide indexing, you click search. We can try search against all those images. So to search, you need to JSON account key, provide your JSON account key, and provide your product set ID, which is the product set ID we just created in the CSV file, and choose your category because we are indexing a apparel category, so we use apparel. And you can choose to select your number of items to return, and you can upload the image to search. We can see that I upload the image and then it provided me this. Okay, let's try another image. Click search. Oh, okay. So we can see that the first one is the image I just indexed. The score is 1. This means it's 100% matches the result. And this score is 0.46. This means it's not so confident. So basically it's because these images, I just randomly download those images from a web and I didn't clean the category. So so it appears to be a little bit, search result is so it gives me a little bit random, but basically it matches t-shirts to t-shirts. So if you want a better quality, probably you want to clean your image category, and yeah, to clean up your image category and provide more images in for the same product to make sure it appears better. Okay, and yeah, and you can also draw bounding box. So after you draw bounding box, we can see that the UI automatically detects the bounding box, and uses the bounding box to search will gives you more specific results about the images match the region, yeah, contained in the bounding box. Okay, let's try one more. So this one, let's do a search. Okay, it's this one. Okay, welcome to check the documentation of the Google Cloud Vision Plus Search documentation, and it contains some tutorial as well to help you step by step to tell you how to build a product set. Okay, thank you, and bye bye. See.